men are not attached to anything or anyone. So Tom can wake up tomorrow, find a job, and leave me.
Hello, Sanbonani, Ache, Dumelang. Welcome to Mentors of the Heart. I am featuring Melica Mashiane. Hi, Melica.
Hello, Noleeh.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
I'm good. Welcome to the segment.
Thank you for having me.
So, tell me, when you hear the word love, what do you think about?
Love is the most beautiful word ever. At the same time, it can be the most horrible word ever.
Okay.
But looking at the beautiful side of it, two people meet, they mate, and they make love.
Okay. So is it only specifically two people in terms of relationship, or does it expand to family, friendship?
In terms of relationships, it's not only two people.
Okay.
Family is involved, cousins are involved, siblings are involved, mothers are involved. One way or the other, you're also going to have to love them, whether you like it or you don't.
Oh, okay.
Because if you don't, that is the start of your misery in a relationship.
Oh, okay. All right, perfect. So, do you think love exists?
Oh, it does.
Okay.
Love exists in different forms, in different ways.
Okay.
But it does exist between two people. If we put it in relationship-wise, it does exist because it's a feeling that you get towards someone.
Okay.
That is how I think we categorize the feelings that we have towards other people as love.
And feelings end.
Feelings do end, my darling, unfortunately.
Okay. So, do you think that we as people have expectations in terms of love?
We do have.
So, in a relationship perspective, not friendship or family, now we're basing it on relationship perspective. If a guy would say, Noleeh, I love you, personally, I'm being honest, I have expectations that I need you to live up to.
Okay.
And I do look at you and say, okay, this one has X, Y, and Z. The very same way men have this thing of, I want a woman with maybe boobs, curves, bams, is the same way I am going to stand up and say, you know what, I want a man who's like this and like that and like that. And a lot of people have said, hi, Wena, why are you doing this? What do they say in Bedouin? Oh Lord. Botsiba monna, I don't know, correct me. Botsiba monna bokamopotleng, not the physique part of it. But ideally, botsiba mosadi is in the brain, not the ideal part, because she'll be taking care of the house.
Yes.
So, as an individual, is it wrong for me to say, I want a man who's like this and like that, especially if I'm a woman? Because society does attack us as women to say, why are you saying this? Why do you say you want a man who's like this and like that and like that? Building a man, you know, people give you an option to say, okay, if you can't settle for a man, settle for what you get. God gave you him, so you need to settle for him. So do you think that's a good thing to portray to us as young adults, or that isn't a good thing?
It is not. It is not. You cannot settle for anything that comes. You have to settle for what settles within you. Because I can't just accept that I'm going to end up with Thomas. Thomas does not drive the woman in me. Thomas does not give me the urge to want to be better. Thomas does not, he doesn't align with my thinking capacity. I'm not going to end up with Thomas. I need a man who's challenging. I need a man who's within, maybe if not the same IQ, he has to be above my IQ.
Yeah.
Because I can't have a man who is below my IQ. That is going to be a problem. But one is not even that.
It's not.
You end up with a man with a man not in a bad way, a man with a low IQ. You earn more than him. He starts having a problem.
Yeah.
Then you can't. You both of you just don't align because you're not disrespecting him. You're respecting him, but because of what is happening in the relationship, you earn more. He feels that you are above him, even though you're not. So you can't settle for anything.
Yeah.
You need to settle for what drives you. Yes.
So talking about drive, when you get a man, are you looking into career perspective? that they must be driven as you are. If you're in education, they must be in the same field, or you have any options that you can take.
When I look for a man, or when I find a man, I want a man who is a man.
Okay.
Look, you can't judge. At the same time, you need to look for a man who, because a man is a provider, you need to get someone who is going to provide not only material things, but more specifically, emotionally. I can't have a man who can't pay rent. You can't buy grocery. You can't do right from day one. Unfortunately, I can't. If it happens during the course of the relationship, it's fine. It's life. It happens. It can happen to either of us. But we cannot start this relationship with you not working.
But we have people out there who really love their boyfriends, even if they have nothing. You know, I remember this day I was listening to Ask a Man, and this lady was like, I loved this guy after he got retrenched, and I took care of him, I paid his rent, I bought him food, and so forth, right? But then along the way, she got pregnant, and then the guy vanished. The guy was no longer interested in the relationship, and she couldn't even take care of him and the baby and the unborn child as well, because it was a lot on her plate. So my question is, if you are saying that you can't have a man who can't pay rent and so forth, what if you get a man who affords all that but won't do it? Or you get a man, they both love you, the other one loves you as well, they can't afford it at all, but would be able to do everything for you, would buy the little things as flowers, would show you the love in so many different ways. But you have this one who has money, but doesn't literally do anything. They both can't pay your rent, they both don't buy you food, they don't get you anything. But this other one who doesn't have money gets you the flowers, it's efforts. It's the little things that counts. Namulo, little things that counts. The other hand, this one has money, takes you to a classy restaurant once a month, or whenever he feels like it. But he doesn't give you the same respect this one gives you. So I'm asking you a question that, who would you settle for?
I'm not settling for either of them.
Why?
You've got money, you don't want to do anything. I am working. I'm a working class woman also. I can do my own things for myself. So in you with money, I don't need your money. I just need your affection. If you can't give me that, I'm not going to settle for you. Now we've put the money aside. We go back to Tom. Tom doesn't have money. But now the negative or the outcome of Tom not working now and might work later might be positive or negative. He might leave me once he finds a job. I would have invested emotionally, physically, everything in building us. Keeping in mind that men are not attached to anything or anyone. So Tom can wake up tomorrow, find a job, and leave me because he's not attached to me. I'm now needy. I now expect him to do the things that I was doing when he was not working. So it's not going to happen. It might happen, it might not. Because men in nature are not attached to anything.
So how do we as women come to a conclusion that this man really loves me?
Men, we can never come to a conclusion.
But a lot of ladies keep on saying, oh, he loves me, he did this and that.
He loves you.
Sunny guys, know your sizes.
He loves you. He buys you jewelry. He takes you out to restaurant. He does all these things. That for us, because we are women, we have an emotional part that we play in a relationship, which is the clinging part. Men don't do that. A man will do everything because he knows that he's going to get what he wants at the end of the day. Once he's gotten that,
and we fall for it.
Yes. Very, very, very blatantly fall for that.
1 hour in the relationship, you're planning the wedding.
How do you plan a wedding with a person who hasn't introduced you to his family? You don't know his friends. You don't know jack about this man. But you in your head as a woman, you've planned everything down to the T. From the minute you look at him, you're done. This one is for me, this one is that, this one is that. Which is not true.
But remember, the package they give us, the CV they give us before we are in the relationship is not the same.
But that's where you need to control your emotions.
How?
You have to control.
Personally, I can't.
You have to learn.
But how?
You just have to learn.
How do we learn
Because
that?
we all know that men, excuse my language, are dogs. Men behave like dogs. Because dogs chase cats. Cats don't chase dogs. They love the chase. Once they've gotten what they want, which is what women do these days, they just give in. They just take the cookie and give in, and then the man is going to be like,
I think it's in our nature as women to be really in a relationship. That's when like women start being Bob the Builders, helping them financially. Yes. Babe, let's do this and that.
But at the same time, you need to guard your own feelings. You need to remember there was you before both of you came together. There was him. There were others before you. Guard your heart and your feelings. They are not attached to anything. So you need to learn to not be 155% attached to them.
Yo. And funny how before we shot this, we had a conversation with my videographer and he confirmed it.
That men are not attached. He's attached to his work. He loves it. He's passionate about that. A woman does not drive a man. A woman does not drive a man. A man is driven by what he finds passion in. He doesn't find passion in you. He finds passion in his work.
Hi man, please find passion in us. No, like seriously.
No, they will not.
It's
in their nature. Remember, even the scripture somewhere in the Bible, it tells you that we were made from one of their ribs. That is why we easily attach to things and everything around us. Now, because they were made alone, they were created alone, that's why they can't get attached to anything or anyone for that matter. God created them and gave them work, which was work in the garden, not work on a woman. Work in the garden. So please, women, men are not attached to you. They are attached to themselves.
But they still love us, women. They still do.
I will not vouch for that.
They still love us. No men, they still love us.
They love one thing.
They still love us.
They love one thing.
Amadoda bayasithanda ladies. So Philippine. One person, mina, so Philippine. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching Matters of the Heart. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We're happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
And so much wisdom. Thank you. Anyways, guys, she's not a relationship expert or anything. We're just sharing our own personal opinions.
It's true.
So yeah, thank you so much for watching. We really would like you to be here the next time.
Definitely will be here so that we can discuss further.
They will decide because we are scared.
I'm not hurting you. I'm just being honest.
All right. Thank you so much, Melica, for being here. Bye.
Thank you for having me, Noleeh. Bye-bye.